big fan of our new segment, the AAU Focus on Youth Sports. And it's always great to see the Lieutenant Governor of South Texas.
Always great to see you too, Steve, and thanks for allowing us and having us. And also big thanks to Presidio Network Solutions for sponsoring the May segments of the Focus on Youth Sports.
Absolutely. And the AAU Focus on Youth Sports is a segment that, again, we're going to get the kids while they're developing and growing and whatever it is. But here we're going to have the AAU Focus on Youth Sports, have them be active in doing something, grow, work on their development as they grow into adolescence and then adults. Here's a way to do it, and AAU here now doing a great job. Mr. Lieutenant Governor, there's some things going on. There's some updates. There's always, to me, because we get an opportunity to speak offline. But let's let the folks hear it, because the area is massive.
Yes, the district that I am fortunate enough to help govern, it runs from Waco to the Valley, really all Waco to Brownsville, from Eagle Pass over down to Corpus Christi. So that region is or district as we call it.
Right.
I'm old school. It used to be called a region. It's called a district. Is large, but we also our bordering district, which is the Gulf District, which is Houston, Beaumont, Lufkin, Galveston. We do a lot of collaboration with them as well. So there's a lot going on. They've got in the Gulf District in June, the June Fest. June Fest, basically multiple events going on. They've got track and field events going on throughout June, boys basketball tournaments, girls volleyball. They've got karate tournament going on. We've got our June, the weekend of the 9th, spring football unrestricted tournament championship, open to all teams. If you're not an AAU organization,
doesn't matter for this one, right?
No, you can contact and get set up to participate in this. There's a few little steps you have to go through, but inviting everyone to participate. And if you're not a current AAU member, it's not very hard to do. All online to get started. You can go to aausports.org and pick up all the information on all the different sports. So even in the June Fest gymnastics competition going on in the Gulf District, and then in our district we have our Texas Sports Festival that's in its 6th year. Our registrar for our district, longtime volunteer Deborah Bray, it was basically Deborah's brainchild some 6 years ago, and it's grown every year. So in the Texas Sports Festival, in the San Antonio area, boys and girls basketball, track and field. We partner with Universal City on a 5K, 10K to raise money for the new Veterans Park that they're building. Of course, Universal City right by Randolph Air Force Base. Really excited about that. That'll happen on June 16th. And speaking of June 16th, the Chinese martial arts regional, super regional has now been changed because of the need to relocate the national championship. So the June 16th Chinese martial arts event is now going to be the national championship in San Antonio. Huge.
So this is everybody in the nation.
It will come to compete for the national title in Chinese martial arts, which leads us into getting ready for the Junior Olympics, which is coming up in late July, first week of August. For the first time since 1987, the Junior Olympics, AAU Junior Olympics, will be in Texas, in Houston. The events will take place across different parts of Houston. The largest event with over 12,000 participants will be track and field, and that'll take place at Humboldt ISD's athletic complex.
Okay. So kind of, if my math is right, 25 years from the last time it was brought.
Yeah, actually, and it's
Texas.
Interesting. Shaquille O'Neal was playing AAU basketball then, and I'm not sure if they won that year, that championship, but that's how long ago that was. Shaquille was still playing AAU ball.
So you have Shaquille O'Neal, you've got Robert Griffin III, and a whole host. We spoke with former All-Pro NFL quarterback Jeff Blake about his son John Henson Ryan Swope and some other guys
Yeah.
just here in Central Texas playing on the same basketball team, and they're going to make it in the NFL. And that's not the NBA, but they had fun and they learned teamwork in the AAU.
Correct.
Great. Stay with us. Hour number 1 in the books. I'm going to thank all the sponsors at the top of the hour as well, right here on Laying Down the Law.